Did you know? In 793 AD, on the small island of Lindisfarne in northern England, an incredibly mysterious event occurred. Viking raiders suddenly landed and plundered the monastery, and strangely, the sky was filled with lightning, fire dragons, and bizarre whirlwinds. Was this just a coincidence, or was some supernatural force secretly at work? Today, let's uncover the mysterious veil of the Viking Age together. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and join us as we step into the mysterious and thrilling world of the Vikings.
Hey, did you know? I was recently reading about this super mysterious historical event. It supposedly happened in 793 AD on a small island in northern England called Lindisfarne. Hundreds of Viking raiders suddenly landed and completely looted the local monastery, causing chaos everywhere. But the strangest part is, the records mention that at the same time, the sky showed lightning, fire-breathing dragons, and bizarre whirlwinds. Do you think this was just a coincidence, or was some supernatural force helping them behind the scenes?
In 793 AD, the Lindisfarne monastery in northeastern England was suddenly attacked by the Vikings. This event shocked the entire Christian world and is often regarded by historians as the official beginning of the Viking Age. The monks were completely unprepared. It was not merely a robbery but a direct challenge to the sacred order. The holy site was desecrated, monks were killed, and sacred relics were stolen. For the deeply religious locals, this assault was akin to the end of the world. Even more intriguing, just before this disaster, English chronicles recorded numerous strange phenomena: lightning-like flashes in the sky, fire-like shapes resembling dragons, and even eerie sounds. These occurrences were often interpreted as warnings from God, while some tried to explain them as natural phenomena, such as auroras, storms, or meteors. Yet another theory emerges: these were not natural events but the work of visitors from the sky, some higher-than-human force, possibly an extraterrestrial civilization. Some even speculate that this force secretly aided the Vikings in rewriting history.
Wow, so that means the Vikings didn't rely solely on brute force and longships, they might have even had some kind of cheat code. But how did the Vikings themselves interpret these strange phenomena?
The Vikings never saw natural phenomena as mere weather or coincidence. They had a complete and profound mythological system to explain every change in the world. When lightning tore across the sky or flames lit up the clouds, what modern eyes might see as storms or auroras, the Vikings saw Thor, the god of thunder, wielding his hammer Mjolnir, battling giants in the heavens. Every crash of thunder was considered a sign of divine combat, and every flash of light a manifestation of godly power. As for the fire dragons in the sky, similar imagery appears in Norse mythology. Such phenomena were often interpreted as omens of Ragnarök, the ultimate battle that would destroy the old world and reshape a new order. This was more than religion; it formed the core of the Vikings' understanding of fate and the cosmos. Abnormal whirlwinds and unusual air currents were thought to reveal the power of Odin, the god of wisdom and war, who also serves as a bridge to the dead. Legend says he often traverses the realms in the form of the wind, observing the dynamics of both the human and divine worlds. When storms arrived, the Vikings not only prepared for shelter but also performed sincere rituals, hoping to gain Odin's guidance and protection.
I see. So they saw the universe as a giant tree. That sounds really cool. But how many worlds are actually on this tree?
In Norse mythology, the worlds don't exist in isolation. They are all attached to a massive world tree called Yggdrasil. This sacred tree forms the framework of the universe, supporting 9 realms, each with its own unique inhabitants and destinies. To the Vikings, these worlds were not mere fiction. They were part of their beliefs and daily lives, closely intertwined with war, honor, and death. Among these 9 worlds, Asgard is the domain of the gods, home to deities like Odin and Thor, with golden palaces rising majestically. Midgard is the world of humans, located in the middle layer of the world tree, separated from the realm of giants by magic and chains set by Odin and the other gods. Jotunheim, the land of the giants, lies at the edge and symbolizes chaos and primal forces. Niflheim, the world of ice and mist, represents death and darkness, the final destination for some of the dead. In contrast, Muspelheim is a realm of unending fire, guarded by the fire giant Surtur. Other realms include Alfheim, home of the light elves, full of magic and spirituality, the underground kingdoms of the dwarves, and Helheim, the realm of the dead, completing the structure of the mythological universe. The Vikings believed these worlds were interconnected like a web, so turmoil in one realm could affect the order of the entire cosmos. Therefore, when they went to battle, it wasn't just for land or honor, they were participating in a cosmic struggle of fate. Every swing of a sword, every sacrifice could ripple through the roots of Yggdrasil, an invitation to Valhalla or a harbinger of Ragnarök.
Wow, Norse mythology sounds way more complex than I imagined. But I've always wondered, Odin only has one eye, right? Why did he sacrifice an eye?
In Norse mythology, Odin is the All-Father, guardian of warriors and god of knowledge and poetry. One of his most famous features is his single, deep, empty eye. This wasn't lost in battle, it was a sacred exchange. He sacrificed one of his eyes to Mimir's well, the well of wisdom, in order to gain insight into the true nature of the universe. The well sits at the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree, and is guarded by Mimir. Legend says that drinking from it requires a tremendous price, and Odin didn't hesitate to give up part of his own vision for the ability to perceive all things. From that moment, his one eye became an enduring symbol in Norse culture, the idea that true knowledge comes through sacrifice. But Odin's quest for wisdom didn't stop there. He also hung himself from the world tree for 9 days and 9 nights, pierced by his own spear to comprehend the mysteries of the runes. This mystical ordeal allowed him to unlock the secrets of the runes, a sacred system tied not only to writing but to fate, magic, and the workings of the cosmos. He then shared this knowledge with humans, enabling them to communicate with the world through poetry, spells, and symbols.
Wow, Odin really sounds like a knowledge-driven war god. But I remember he also has 2 ravens, right? Hugin and Munin, aren't they?
In Norse mythology, Odin is not just a god of war and poetry, he is a symbol of omniscient wisdom. His most mysterious and symbolic assistants are his 2 ravens, Hugin and Munin. They represent thought and memory. Every morning they fly from Odin's shoulders, traverse the 9 worlds, gathering all that happens and all secrets, then return at dusk to quietly report everything they've seen and heard to him. In a way, these 2 ravens function like a divine intelligence network, an ancient version of a drone reconnaissance system, omnipresent, agile, and returning with daily reports. This makes Odin a god who truly commands information. He rules not merely by strength, but by insight gained through knowledge of the future and the hearts of beings. The Vikings held these ravens in high regard. They were not just mythological figures, they frequently appeared on war banners and talismans. Thought and memory were considered the 2 most vital assets for a warrior in battle and in life. Losing thought means losing judgment and strategy. Losing memory means forgetting honor and one's past.
Oh, that makes sense. No wonder some proponents of the ancient astronaut theory claim that those 2 ravens weren't ordinary birds, but some kind of high-tech devices, maybe even reconnaissance drones.
Among many interpretations of mythology, the ancient astronaut hypothesis is a controversial yet thought-provoking perspective. Take Odin, the chief god in Norse mythology, for example. He has 2 talking ravens, Hugin, thought, and Munin, memory, who fly across the worlds every morning and return at dusk to report what they've seen. First glance, it seems like a mythological tale, but if we reinterpret it through the lens of modern technology, it could carry entirely different layers of meaning. According to the ancient astronaut hypothesis, the actions of many gods in ancient civilizations may have been attempts by humans, limited by their language and understanding, to describe advanced technology far beyond their era. If Hugin and Munin are seen as highly intelligent miniature reconnaissance devices, Then Odin could be interpreted as a commander or extraterrestrial advisor, overseeing global dynamics through these bio-drone agents.
Wow, interpreted that way, a lot of Viking mythology could actually be technological relics. Like that magical ship, what was it called? Skidbladner, right?
In Norse mythology, Freyr, the god of fertility and peace, owns the legendary ship Skidbladner. This ship is described as always having a favorable wind, able to travel incredible distances at astonishing speed. Even more remarkable, Skidbladner possesses magical abilities. It can be folded up and carried in a pocket, ready for use at any time, almost like a modern foldable vehicle. Such legends not only reflect the ancient Norse admiration for seafaring and speed, but also hint at a futuristic imagination. Freyr's ship symbolizes boundless freedom and mastery over natural forces, a perfect blend of technology and magic in mythology. It even evokes images of futuristic high-tech vehicles akin to portable spacecraft in science fiction.
Ha! That's basically a foldable spaceship.
Haha, that's a fun way to put it. In Norse mythology, Freyr owns the magical ship Skidbladner, which can fold up to fit in a pocket and even navigate on its own, a feat that would have been nearly impossible given the shipbuilding technology of the time. Because of this, many speculate that the ship wasn't crafted by ordinary humans but is a high-tech vehicle, possibly even of extraterrestrial origin. Imagine ancient people witnessing such an incomprehensible object. They naturally wrapped it in myth, portraying this incredible technology as divine magic. This ancient astronaut hypothesis is frequently cited in modern sci-fi and mythological studies, suggesting that many legendary artifacts could actually be advanced technological relics left on Earth by ancient alien civilizations.
So these artifacts, the hammer of Thor, Odin's unerring spear, and this ship, who actually made them?
In Norse mythology, the gods' weapons and artifacts were not crafted by ordinary humans but by legendary dwarf craftsmen, known as the Sons of Ivaldi. These dwarves were master artisans, highly skilled, responsible for forging Thor's hammer, Odin's spear, and other mystical treasures, helping the gods accomplish great feats. However, their depiction is quite unique. Short in stature with unusual skin, dwelling in dark underground realms, vastly different from ordinary humans. This portrayal has led many proponents of the ancient astronaut theory to speculate that these dwarves might actually represent alien engineers in the imagination of ancient humans. In other words, these extraordinarily skilled creators were not earthly beings but visitors from extraterrestrial civilizations, possessing technology and knowledge far beyond human capabilities at the time. Unable to comprehend such advanced beings, humans depicted them as small, mysterious underground dwellers, passing their existence down through mythological stories.
Ah. So those dwarves could actually be gray little aliens.
In ancient Norse mythology, the dwarves are always mysterious and fascinating. They are small in stature, live deep underground, yet possess extraordinary craftsmanship, creating artifacts far beyond the contemporary level, like Thor's hammer, Odin's spear, and mystical runes. These treasures are not only symbols of the gods' power but also vital tools for maintaining cosmic order. But what exactly were the dwarves? And how did they possess such advanced skills? These questions have puzzled scholars and enthusiasts alike. From a modern perspective, if we reinterpret these myths through today's technological lens, could these dwarves actually represent alien engineers? They had advanced technology far beyond human understanding at the time. Since ancient people lacked scientific knowledge and technical vocabulary, they could only describe these extraordinary creators as dwarves. Their underground dwelling and small stature might reflect an unusual mode of existence, perhaps hidden high-tech bases underground or life forms entirely different from humans.
This is starting to sound like a sci-fi movie. But besides artifacts and mythology, I heard archaeology has uncovered some incredible engineering designs. Like the circular fortress Trelleborg in Denmark.
Trelleborg is one of the most famous Viking fortresses, built around 900 CE. What amazes people most is its nearly perfect circular design, with 4 gates precisely aligned to the cardinal directions, east, south, west, and north. Such geometric precision raises questions about the Vikings' surveying and architectural skills. Achieving such a standard over 1,000 years ago was no small feat. Even more puzzling, Trelleborg is not unique. Archaeologists have discovered several similar Viking fortresses across Scandinavia, which, when plotted on a map, form a nearly straight line. This mysterious fortress line even extends as far as Greece, pointing directly to the famous Oracle of Delphi. This geographic alignment prompts speculation. Did the Vikings possess advanced astronomical or geographic knowledge? Or could the line itself symbolize ancient wisdom, perhaps hinting at mysterious cross-cultural connections?
Whoa, isn't this what they call ley lines?
Exactly. Regarding the phenomenon of Viking fortresses aligned in a straight line, some scholars have proposed an astonishing theory. These so-called coincidences were not random at all, but part of a mysterious route shared by ancient civilizations. This route stretches across northern Europe and even reaches the Mediterranean, almost like a highway of the ancients connecting major civilizations across millennia. If we interpret this straight line as a navigation path for extraterrestrial craft, it starts to make perfect sense. Modern airplanes must follow specific flight paths with supply and maintenance points along the way. Similarly, if ancient civilizations had received guidance from some advanced technology, these fortresses could have served as stops or supply stations to ensure safe travel for flying vehicles.
I see. So those ancient sites might have been landing or supply bases for aliens?
That's a fascinating question. Some scholars and mystery enthusiasts believe that the Vikings' ability to sail as far as Greenland, Iceland, and even distant North America was not solely due to their navigational skills, but aided by some kind of interstellar guidance. After all, their seafaring tools and techniques were primitive compared to later eras, yet they could precisely navigate the vast and treacherous oceans. This theory suggests that Viking voyages relied not only on the sun, stars, and ocean tides but possibly also on assistance from an advanced civilization or extraterrestrial forces, secret navigation devices, or mysterious signals that helped them cross the cold and dangerous North Atlantic. This alien navigation hypothesis adds a layer of mystery to Viking exploration and invites a re-evaluation of the connection between ancient civilizations and unknown powers.
Hearing you put it that way, I suddenly feel like Norse mythology has the same shadow as Greek and even Egyptian mythology.
When we closely compare Odin in Norse mythology with Zeus in Greek mythology, the similarities are striking. Both Odin and Zeus are revered as fathers of the sky, ruling over thunder, storms, and the heavens, symbolizing supreme power and wisdom. Similarly, Thor's hammer Mjolnir and Zeus's lightning are divine weapons controlling natural forces, possessing both destructive and protective functions to safeguard their realms and humanity. This cross-cultural similarity suggests that the gods described by different civilizations may have originated from the same sources, merely adapted with different names and stories. Such phenomena are common in mythology and reflect ancient humans' shared reverence and understanding of nature and cosmic forces. Whether in the harsh frozen landscapes of the north or under the warm Mediterranean skies, humans used similar mythological symbols to express awe toward mysterious powers.
So, are you saying that the gods in Viking mythology might not actually be gods, but alien visitors?
The ancient astronaut theory has long captured the attention of mystery enthusiasts and archaeologists alike. According to this theory, the gods or heavenly beings worshipped by ancient people may not have been purely mythological, but visitors from distant star systems. These extraterrestrial beings brought knowledge and technology far beyond human understanding at the time, including advanced navigation, engineering, and even participation in ancient wars and cultural development. To primitive civilizations, witnessing these supernatural forces naturally led them to deify these beings, seeing them as miracles and divine entities.
Wow, looking at it this way, the Viking berserker spirit might actually have a whole interstellar backstory behind it.
It's really fascinating. Imagine the monks at Lindisfarne during the raid, looking up at the night sky and seeing flickering lights and fiery dragon-like streaks. How could they not interpret such phenomena as the wrath of the gods? That time, human technology and scientific understanding were extremely limited. Faced with such mysterious and astonishing sights, it was natural to see them as divine punishment or revelation. But from another perspective, these lights might not have been natural phenomena at all. They could have been evidence of some high-tech spaceship landing. The Lindisfarne raid occurred in 793 CE, marking the beginning of the Viking Age and a major shock in English history. Viking raiders struck monasteries, causing devastating destruction, and the mysterious lights in the sky could very well have been visual effects created by Vikings using advanced navigation technology. Perhaps this was an ancient hint of sky visitors, a display of technological power that ancient people couldn't yet comprehend.
Wow. Thinking about it like that gives me goosebumps.
Exactly. Norse mythology isn't just legend, it could also be a historical record of human contact with unknown civilizations. As for the truth, we'll have to uncover it slowly. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave your thoughts. See you in the next episode.